Hey everyone! Today's video, I will be packing for my New York trip. I'm leaving for the airport in 7.5 hours. It's currently 2:30 a.m. so I really gotta get a move on. I have absolutely nothing packed. However, I do have all my clothes picked out. So I'm just gonna take you along with me for my packing experience. I hope you love it. Hee hee. It's Brandon from the future. Hey guys! I'm actually back from my New York trip. This video is kind of long overdue, but I have some things to say. I really hate this intro. I feel like I'm very weird in it and cringy and annoying. Don't know if you were getting that same feeling, but I certainly was. There were a lot of things going on this night. Yeah. I had received some tragic, devastating news, which was really putting me in a silly little mood. I was talking about said things for about 10 minutes, telling a long story, which actually should have been not a long 10-minute story. So I will explain it to you here now, in maybe 30 to 45 seconds. So, pretty much, I planned a solo trip to New York the same time that my sister planned a solo trip to New York. I was planning on surprising her one of the days. I figured, oh my gosh, if I contact the person that she's staying with, they can help me surprise her maybe. So I contacted the person, and the first thing they did was tell my sister about the entire surprise, which I had been planning for about a month and a half. So as you can imagine, I was a little upset and just going through some silly times. However, everything is well. My sister and I spent lots of time in New York together. It was a swell time. Just during this intro, I was really going through it, okay? So leave me alone. I was a little weird, okay? I have all my clothes piled on my ground. It looks very unorganized, and you know what? Maybe because it is. I have this Carhartt shirt. It fits so well. It has a little pocket here with the little logo. I just went thrifting. I was kind of nervous about Florida thrift stores. However, this thrift trip was certainly not a disappointment. I got this black Tommy Bahama shirt with this design on the back. There's like, I don't even know. Can't tell what that is. Then, oh my gosh, I love this shirt. It's so comfortable and it's such a thick, high quality, long sleeve tee. It's Abercrombie and I'm really confused. I'm always confused on who's pricing the items at a thrift store because they're never consistent. I think this was like $3, but then the Tommy Bahama shirt was like $8. I don't know why. This, which is a bigger piece of clothing, it's got more fabric, it's thicker, and Abercrombie is like a name brand, right? I don't know what Tommy Bahama is. Maybe that's like a luxury brand. But this was so much cheaper than just that basic black t-shirt. New York is not ready for my Abercrombie. That was weird. Then I have this sweater, cotton sweater. Do you know what fabric this is? I love this simple design at the top. My sister said this looks very me, which I'm gonna take as a compliment because I love this. It's surprisingly not itchy at all. And it's perfect for the cold New York weather. I think it's supposed to be like a little bit rainy during half the days, but then the other half, it's supposed to be either sunny or sunny and cloudy. I don't really know. I keep checking the weather app, but every day that I check it, the whole forecast is different. Then I'm bringing these other 4 t-shirts. I figure I need at least 1 t-shirt per day. I'm bringing like, honestly, the bare minimum. If for some reason, somehow, something happens to one of my articles of clothing, then I'm kind of screwed because I don't have any backups. Then I have this Christmas sweater, which says, I still believe. I actually thrifted this in the women's section. So that goes to show maybe clothes shouldn't be gendered because what's the point? And then this hoodie. Okay, I have, oh my gosh, this was such a good thrift find. It has this little design on the front, which I think is so cool. I love this green color, and it's just a little quarter zip. Wait, where's my other quarter zip? Oh my gosh, wait, what? Hello? Oh, it's right here. Literally in my pile. I have this quarter zip for my last job. I'm thinking I need a middle layer because it's supposed to be like 30 degrees every day. So I also need a sweatshirt for each day to go over each of my shirts. Don't know if I'm overpacking, but it's New York during the wintertime. I feel like I'm being reasonable. So I have this one. I'm bringing these pants, which I've had for a while. I think I bought these 2 years ago. These are great, but they have this really unique and soft texture. These have been one of my favorite pants for a long time. And then I thrifted these pants yesterday. They're like, not exactly black, even if they might look like it. They're dark blue. Wow, aren't these great? They're a teeny bit short, but only if I lift up my leg like this. I'm bringing this brown jacket, as well as this blue North Face jacket I got for Christmas. Then I have 2 just lounging athletic shorts for when I'm sleeping in these random strangers' houses. And lastly, these I am very excited for. These are Carhartt. As you can see, they're like sort of leggings, I guess, but they have this thick and very soft material. And you're supposed to wear these under the pants that you're already gonna wear, and it's meant for insulation. So these I think are going to come in such great handy to fight the cold, chilly, freezing New York weather. Another thing I bought to keep me warm are these gloves. I love gloves. I think they're so much fun. When it's freezing outside, if I don't have gloves on, my hands are gonna be so uncomfortably cold, it might very well ruin my trip. So I figured these are a necessity. They have these grippers on the front, so I won't drop whatever I'm holding, and they fit great when I'm vlogging in New York. No way I'm gonna drop my phone. I got the grippers, baby. Oh boy, I'm getting real hot in this sweater. My mouth is dry. I'm talking way too much, way too late at night. Okay, my socks and underwear. Don't need to talk about that. I kind of forgot that I bought shoes. I didn't really have a super good pair of shoes for this trip because I didn't know that I was gonna be going to New York when I was moving to Florida. And I'm planning on doing lots of walking, exploring the city. So I spent $100 on these shoes. They are these Nike Air Maxes. I haven't actually worn them yet, so they are in pristine, brand new condition. I'm excited to have sort of a darker colored shoe because I tend to only get white or super light colored shoes. So this is very different from what I usually gravitate towards. I like the green. These are the only pair of shoes that I'm bringing. I'm scared that I'm like forgetting to show something. While filming this, I live in eternal fear that I'm gonna forget to edit out a part of me changing and it's gonna be really embarrassing. So future Brandon, do not forget. Or that will be devastating. Now I'm gonna show you, we need to talk about this. You may be wondering, Brandon, how in tarnation are you gonna fit all those clothes in one backpack?
You actually probably weren't thinking that because I never told you that all I had was one backpack. Yes, that is in fact the truth. I was flying Spirit. I was trying to keep this flight as inexpensive as possible, so I only had one backpack to bring with me.
So let me show you what I plan to do. So this is the backpack that I will be bringing. Keep in mind, this is not even supposed to be considered a carry-on. I'm supposed to only get one personal item. I don't have much I'm working with. My big master plan. I'm gonna roll up and pack all of my t-shirts, socks, underwear, some of my sweatshirts, and the small things in my backpack. And then listen to this innovative and genius idea, which low-key, I'm scared is illegal. And for some reason, the airport security is gonna arrest me. I have this big jacket, right? It zips up. We're gonna use that to our advantage. I'm gonna take one pair of pants, my other jacket, get my thickest sweatshirt. I'm gonna fold them all. I'm going to stuff one into one side of my jacket, one into the other side, and then the last thing goes in front. Oh wait, no. I was gonna put a fourth sweatshirt in the front. Oh boy, it's getting hot in here. So you see, it kind of just looks like I have a jacket under my jacket. They can't kick me out for wearing two jackets. I'm taking my second jacket and wrapping it around my waist to secure everything that I tucked inside. What are they gonna do? Does it look obvious? I think not. So this is my plan. What if I'm pregnant? They're really gonna not let me board the plane because of that?
Good news. The plan actually worked out phenomenally. I fooled them. I fooled them good. And I didn't get arrested. So that's certainly a bright side to the situation.
I realized I forgot to clarify. What I'm gonna do is go to the airport with an extra bag, and I'm gonna have those 4 extra items. I'm gonna go through security. When I get to my gate, I'm gonna go into the bathroom, and that's when I'm going to have my whole plan set up. Because otherwise, I have to go through the whole airport, including security, with my jacket very suspiciously stuffed, and I don't think they're gonna let that slide.
There is in fact no way that they would have let that slide because they were telling us all specifically to take off our jackets. Good thing I got a big brain and I brought that extra bag.
So my whole plan is commencing after security, and then when I get on the plane, I'm planning on getting my bag back out and putting all the clothes back inside because I don't want to be having all that stuff stuffed in my jacket while I'm on the plane. I'm really hoping that I get seated next to someone from New York so that maybe I can have some conversations with them about what they recommend me doing. I don't know if they would think that I'm annoying because of that, or I don't know, maybe people aren't gonna want to talk to me, but it'd be great if I could get some advice on where to go. I have been looking looking up places to go to, mainly restaurants, because food I feel like is gonna be one of my number one focuses, and that's what I'm gonna splurge the most on. So I found like 15 restaurants from various YouTube videos and articles on where are the coolest, most unique, best places to eat in New York City, but while also being affordable. I just don't know exactly when I'm going to each one. I think maybe that might be something that I decide like the day of. And then I have some main attractions that I'm planning on going to. For example, I want to go to Times Square, of course, Central Park, Rockefeller Center.
I did in fact go ice skating there with my sister, and it was amazing. One of the highlights of my trip. Stay tuned for my New York vlog. You'll see all about it.
I want to go to the Statue of Liberty, go to Chinatown, go to the MoMA. I'm not really much of a museum guy, but I figure I'm in New York. I gotta go to at least one museum. I think there's also the one where the Met is, but I think I'm just gonna like walk by it because 2 museums, too much for me. I don't know how long I can be entertained for walking around staring at art. You know what I mean? Some people can do it, but I feel like maybe I want to spend my time elsewhere. I don't know. Sorry. I don't mean to offend these artists and the art pieces. I think they're magnificent, even though I haven't seen them yet. Or maybe never will, since I'm talking about not going to the museums, except the MoMA. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm not a museum guy, okay? There are a couple of like architectural buildings that I want to see, such as the Vessel or the Oculus. And yeah, I got some things planned. I don't know.
I'm actually a really big genius. My entire New York schedule, I had a little notes in my phone, worked out amazingly. I had a big list of all the things I wanted to do. I pinned all of the different locations on Google Maps so that I could really visualize where everything was and sort of do everything in chunks. So if I went one place, I'd plan to do the other things around it so that I didn't have to go between places all over New York every day. I could really focus my days in each sections of Manhattan. Does that make sense? I think this was a great learning experience for me because I really think for more solo trips in the future, I know the best ways to plan things, sort of what kind of schedule I like to have in my mind.
I'm hoping the 2 people that I'm staying with will give me some recommendations.
If you watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about because I talked all about this for like 5 minutes in that video. But I'm staying with 2 strangers on their couches for free. Check out the website couchsurfing.com, and that's what honestly made this trip possible. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Chris and Helga.
And I also really want to do things with them. I don't want to spend the entire time with them. I don't think they want to spend the entire time with me either. We'll see what happens. I have a couple more things to show y'all. Oh no, I lost it. What? Oh my gosh. What? Oh my god. I literally lost my things. Oh, I found them. Okay, so the first thing. This is so cool. I've never had, what is this called? Either a film camera or a disposable camera. I honestly don't know which one. Or is there a difference? Is it 2 names for the same thing? But I got this camera. Ka-ching. I got a 2-pack. So I'm hoping to document my experience, not only through vlogging, but also through these. I don't know if I want to bring 2. You know what? I think I'm going to bring, or do I? I think I'm only going to bring 1. That's like 4 pictures a day. That's not a lot. I think I'm going to bring 2. I think that's good because each one takes 27 photos. So 27 times 2, 40, 54. 54 divided by 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. Wait, how many? 8. So 8 pictures a day. I think that's a perfect amount.
I actually just went to a camera store yesterday to drop off my cameras, and they're going to develop my film for me, and I'm going to get back the negatives, and I'm gonna get digital copies of everything. What a great deal. They said it'll take about 3 weeks because it's around the holidays, so that's kind of a bummer, but also I'm not in any big rush, so it's okay. I originally went to Walmart to get them developed, but then I was really confused. The guy working at the photo area did not seem like he knew what he was doing, and he wasn't really helping me, so I went to like an actual independently owned camera store, and they were so nice, and they were helping me out so much, telling me about how these disposable cameras work. I'm excited for my photos, and I think they're gonna turn out amazing. They said they actually develop each photo individually, make sure they like adjust things with each one. I don't really know, but I trust them.
And then this is the last thing. I promise. I have been talking for so long. I'm bringing 1 book because I figure, of course, I want to be exploring the city, doing as much as possible, and I really want to do sort of the stereotypical touristy things, but I might get a little exhausted if I'm actually doing so much nonstop. So if I bring a book, it's not too long, so it won't take up too much of my travel time. I think this could be a little relaxing break if I want to stop in a cafe and read my book, or stop on a bench in Central Park.
Either I didn't read as much as I thought I did, or I'm an extremely slow reader. Because I feel like I was kind of reading this book a lot. I was always reading it on the subway. I was reading it when I was sitting down at restaurants. I don't know. But I only got to page 80. So it's a great book so far, but didn't get through the whole thing like I was expecting.
So I have The Death of Vivek Oji. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that name right, but I've had this book for a while. I've heard really great things about it. I'm actually reading a different book right now, but I just started it, and this has way more New York, travel, sophisticated vibes versus my other one is like a young adult fantasy book. Yeah. I am actually so excited. I'm literally going to be spending 6 nights in New York. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Oh, I just realized I didn't actually pack anything. I literally just showed you what I'm packing. Uh-oh. So maybe this wasn't a pack with me. This was a New York clothing and miscellaneous item haul.
I hate how I keep saying New York. I'm saying New York. And it's really bothering me. Are you noticing that? Because I keep noticing it and I need to stop. It's New York. New York, not New York.
New York, New York.
New York, New York, New York.
I also bought some travel toiletries, but is that really that exciting? I don't think so. So I'm gonna actually pack my stuff now, and I'll see you in New York. I'm gonna be uploading this video once I've already left New York, so it's gonna be a little bit late, and I'm gonna have lots to edit. I guess if you're watching this, I hope I had a good time. And I hope that you had a good time watching this video, that you have a good time watching my New York vlogs. So I'll see you later. Bye. Cuckoo. Okay, bye. Cuckoo.
Stop saying New York. Also, look, I was wearing my Abercrombie shirt this whole time.